I am incredibly nervous for this. Like, I don't know why. Like, I know it's like not really that big of a deal, but I've really never done anything like this before, and so it just makes me extremely, extremely nervous. I'm also wearing some old shirt, by the way, if you didn't notice. So I have come prepared for destruction. All right. So what all we got in this little thing? I actually haven't opened this up. So here's the brushes. So we'll go ahead and open these to get started. Oh boy, I am like so stressed for no reason over this. See how good it combs. Feels pretty good actually. No complaints. No complaints. It's actually not a terribly uncomfortable little beard comb thing. I know it's made for hair, but beard is still hair, right? Beard is still hair. Alright, let's see. We've also got the actual application brush, I assume is what this is. Boom, baby. So this will be what we're going to be going. Nervous already about this part. Alright, so now we have 2 applicator brushes, I guess. It's whatever. Alright, what else we got in here? We got a protective covering. I guess I'll put this on, might as well. Just in case of disaster striking. Oh, it's like a little bib. It's like a little bib that doesn't actually work. Oh, look at that. Isn't it beautiful? Hey, Tater! Viney toner? No, I'm not sure exactly what toner is, in all honesty. It was not in any of the instructions. Now, there are some of the instructions that recommended to bleach it first, but we are being stubborn and choosing not to do that, for better or worse. So it may end up looking terrible, but I'm fully prepared for this reality. So here is our shower cap, which will eventually be encompassing the beard somehow. Not sure exactly how that's going to work. We'll figure that out as we go. We got our gloves, and then we've got this thing. I have no idea what this is. This is like some type of plastic containers. No idea what these would be used for. Then we got these hair clips, which I doubt we'll use. I don't know, maybe we'll need to. We have these nonetheless. Hair clips. They kind of look like little dragons or alligators or something. All right. I'm so nervous about this. I wish I wasn't, but I really am. And then I don't know what these are. These are like, I don't know if this is just plastic or it's like a little baggie. Not sure what this would be used for. Cover your nose so you can breathe. Oh wait, that doesn't work. Yeah, there's 4 of those. I have no idea what those are for. Alright, so the important stuff is the actual dye. This is where everything is going to go crazy or perfect. I'm not sure which. So I am exceptionally worried about this. Hey, welcome in, Jack. Jack, it is finally happening. You remember that sub goal from back in September? Well, we're making it a reality, my friend. We are making it a reality right now. Don't touch me. I'm sterile. It's finally happening. We've got some brushes. We got some combs. We got some of these things that I don't know what they're used for. They actually look like little tiny bedpans. Maybe it's if I have to go to the bathroom midstream. Oh boy. I'm so nervous about this. Okay. How's the stream quality, by the way, Tater and Jack? Is it really laggy? It's still showing some drop frames, but where I'm on this old laptop, I just have to kind of make do with it. There's not a lot else I can do. I've adjusted all my settings and stuff already. So hopefully it's not horrible. Hopefully the audio quality is not completely atrocious. It should be presumably bad, but hopefully not completely atrocious. Looks good? All right. If it looks good to you, Jack, it looks good to me. This is getting ready to happen. This is getting ready to happen, my friends. You ever... Right, of course, Jack, of course. Have you ever dyed your beard or your hair before, Jack? Any advice for me before I jump in here? I was hoping Sketch would be here, but I think it's a little early for her. I did message her, though, and let her know. Any advice before we dive into this nonsense? See, the question is also, should I pour this into here? I guess I should, because it's going to be easier to get the brush into this than this. So yeah, I guess we'll do that. Don't know if you need to shake it or whatever. We're not going to. All right. Let's get this thing started. You're clueless? Well, if you have any advice or you can think of anything that might be helpful, I will definitely take the advice, because I am new to this as well. Going in blind. Not blind, actually. I read a lot on what needs to happen and such. I've got petroleum jelly around my beard extremities to help protect my skin from excess dye. I am literally unable to open this container of hair dye for whatever reason. This thing is sealed on there freaking tight, I'll tell you that much. Dear Lord. Dear Lord, that was a tight seal. This has definitely not been tampered with, I'll tell you that much. Ugh. Alright, good enough. So I guess let's go ahead and dump this in. Hey, Nico! Hey, Tim, welcome in. What's going on today? We are doing crazy, crazy things right now. Currently, I am pouring the dye into this container, and this is easier said than done. Nico, you have any advice for dyeing your beard or hair? It is 10:30 p.m. Eastern Time, which is the time zone I'm in, Nico. And I'm not sure what you're saying there, Tim, but welcome in nonetheless. If you have any advice for dyeing your beard or hair, Tim, I will gladly hear it. I've never done anything like this, so we are going in pretty blind. New Year's is just around the corner then, Nico. You doing anything special tonight? Some question to all of you guys. Are you doing anything special? I should have created a stream question, but we'll do that whenever we do actual Jackbox in a bit. All right. So I've emptied this out the best I can. So now we have a container full of pink goo. And I guess it's time to get this process started. You know what? I'm nervous. Let's get a drink of water before we dive in here. My left hand's pretty clean, so. It did not say to mix with a toner at all, Chater. So I'm assuming it is mixed in or does not require one, because it says just to apply straight to hair. Now it does recommend again to bleach it beforehand, but that's a separate process entirely. So, like I said, the beard should have been bleached. I acknowledge this fact. Sketch is going to kill me when she knows I didn't, but it just is what it is. It is what it is. Fiona be going into uni. What does that mean? Try not to get in your mouth. I mean, that's common sense. I'm not going to be doing much on the mustache. That was one of the reasons I trimmed it down so far. People, here, actually, there's one other thing let me do. Since I'm kind of using the stream as a, mirror, which is one of the benefits here. I'm going to scoop all this down and make my view bigger. Make my view bigger. Boom, baby, perfect. All right. Exactly, Jack. I understand that. I understand that. All right. All right, one last time. Let's read the instructions here. Make sure I'm not missing anything. All right. Do not mix with peroxide. Wear protective gloves. Apply to clean, dry hair. Saturate hair thoroughly. Cover hair in plastic cap. All right. Straightforward stuff. Enough procrastinating. we're going to do this. We're going to do this now. So I'm dipping the brush in. Oh man, I'm dipping the brush in and I don't even know how to do this. Like it said up and down motions is what it said online, so I guess we're just going to try this. I have it dipped in the goo. Whew! I'm so nervous about this, guys. Like I don't know why. Like I don't even super care about my appearance much and stuff, but for some reason this is just absolutely stressing me to freak out for whatever reason. I'm not one that gets nervous like bad over stuff generally either, but this I am. All right, enough procrastinating. We're really going to do this now. We're going to start the application process. I guess we're starting in the middle. I'm so nervous. Like, should I spread it out? Like, I don't know what I'm doing. I'm just going to jump in. I'm just going to jump in, friends. I'm just jumping in. Hey, Jiggly! It's good to see you back after all this time, buddy. We are jumping into this beard dyeing, and I don't know what I'm doing. So I'm just going in totally blind. Totally blind. It said not to get on your skin. I feel like I've just doused my freaking chin in it already. Feels like it's soaked. Alright, just like pushing it in there, pulling it up from this side. I don't know what I'm doing. I don't know what I'm doing. Change picture to have pink beard? What do you mean, Jack? What dost you mean, Jack? Oh boy. Oh boy. Oh yeah. I'll definitely update my on my profile and stuff. That will happen. Yep, I just jabbed it on my skin when it said not to. Oh well. Don't think it's gonna kill me, right? Probably just gonna end up being like horribly allergic to this. Just die. If I die here, guys, just remember I appreciate you guys bringing in the new year with me, even through my death. Oh, that's what you're. Yeah. You mean like get my icon updated? That is a little harder because I guy who originally drew it would probably not do it again. Maybe. I don't know. It could happen. I feel like I'm doing this all wrong, man. Like I said, I don't expect it to really show up super bright, especially not this early, because you have to let it soak in. I'm just wanting it to be like basically highlighted pink. That's the goals. That's the goals. Yeah, I mean, they could do that. You could just do like a simple little photoshopping thing. I use a site called PicMonkey. They're really good for that stuff. So like I don't know, like should I be going like in deep? Like should I be jabbing it? Should I be coming up from the edges? Like there's just so much beard. There's just so much beard. You didn't think I was going to paint my beard? Yep, it's happening, Claude. We are straight in going in for it. It's going to look terrible. Like I'm fully aware that I'm bad at this. And this is going to be a terrible monstrosity of a face. But you know what? I'm doing this for you guys. Just remember, you guys are what brought this about. The sub goal was there, and you guys made it happen, so you guys made the sub goal happen. See, like that's the thing I don't know. Like, should I be going like up on it like this? Should I just keep going down primarily? That's what I don't know yet. Hey, Sparley, welcome in today. How's it going? How is it going, Sparley? Gonna be rainbow? No. It's solid pink. Solid pink. I'm not that brave. If I can't even do a solid color, how could I do layers of a freaking rainbow? How could I do layers of a rainbow? Oh, gosh. Like, I feel like these thicker sides here are going to be really hard to get the color in. Like, see, like right here in the front where it's light, it's showing up pretty well already. Even though it's like caked in there. Yeah, but that's a good question, Charlie. How is everybody's New Year's Eve? Anybody do anything special tonight? Anybody partying? The pink bearded fool. You got it. Your beard looks red velvet. I mean, that's probably what it's going to end up looking like, to be fair. It'll be a very dark with light red touches. That's probably exactly what's going to happen where I didn't bleach it first. You know what? That is A-okay with me. It is A-okay with me. Like I said, this is a learning experience. This is experimentation. This is me going really, really out of my comfort zone. Like Tater can vouch. Like me 2 years ago would have never, ever done this. Oh, you're already into 2020? Well, tell us how it is, man. How is all that hindsight treating you? How is all that hindsight treating you, Jack? Do you have any regrets from 2019 already? Just realizing how you messed everything up? That's what 2020 is all about, right? The hindsight. Oh boy. And sorry about no music, by the way, guys. I want to put this up on YouTube, and if I put like licensed music, it's just going to get instantly demonetized. And I also want to make like a highlight of this and such, so I just decided to do no music, and hopefully my beautiful, soothing voice is enough to keep you people interested. Should have paid more attention in class. Well, Tater actually doesn't live with me anymore for right now. He has actually moved back home. Right now, I am roommateless. Although Tater is, of course, welcome to return whenever he wishes. But for the moment, I am roommateless. Had to move all his stuff out the other day. That was a pain. Tater, you had too much stuff for the record, buddy. You had too much stuff. Wish Sketch was here to guide me on how I should be doing this brush technique. I guess that up and down motion, I mean, this is what it showed on like the videos I watched, was just like this, but it was like, you know, professionally done. So like, I don't know exactly the technique to use. Now, if Tater was still here, he would 100% be helping me with this process. He was earlier. I don't know if he still is or not. I assumed he would stay, but it's hard to tell. It is hard to tell. How's it looking so far, guys? Can you see it at all, or is it just a big blur of brown? Is it just a big blur of brown? That is the question, right? You can see it? Okay, that's good. That's good. This camera is not the best quality where I'm streaming on some old laptop. I was actually surprised that I was able to get this laptop to work, but it's getting the job done, for better or worse. What's your idea, Sparley? Wait, why does your name have a U at the end? Did it always have a U at the end, Sparley? Or did you change your name? Did it used to be underscore or something like that? We were just talking about how you moved out, Tater. Where's all those beard dyeing experts that are supposed to come out for these streams? I do look forward to people in real life seeing me like this, just to see their reactions, because it's, like I said, so out of the ordinary for me. Tater did move out, Ken. Ken, you dyed your beard before, right? Or dyed some hair? Teach me the ways, Ken. What am I doing right? What am I doing wrong? Should I be brushing up more? I think Ken has dyed his beard or hair or something like that before. Maybe I'm wrong. I know his girlfriend has. Or his fiancée or whatever. Hey, yeah, there may be a bit of an echo. I apologize for that, guys. I'm using the laptop mic, which is garbage. Oh, you never dyed any hair. Okay. For some reason I thought you had, Ken. Some reason I thought you had. I mean, it said to saturate thoroughly, so that's what I am trying to do here. I am trying to saturate this thoroughly. Trying to saturate this thoroughly. It feels wet on my skin, and I don't think it's supposed to. I think I'm going too deep. I feel like this side over here is much lighter than this side. I think I need to definitely reapply some on this side as I just slam it on my cheek. Yeah, they are. I didn't want to bring my whole kit and caboodle down here. I'm streaming from my kitchen, if you didn't know, by the way. That's why the wall is weird. So I'm streaming from my kitchen because it was the ultimate setup for lighting and stuff to make everything really bright and all that. Yeah. I mean, I'm fully aware, but it said to avoid it in everything I read as much as possible, so it makes me go stress out whenever I feel it just sloshing against my flesh. Maybe you could dye your beard during a month of awareness, like pink for breast cancer. Yeah, that'd be cool. I would not mind that if this goes over well. Maybe then I would actually bleach it and do it the right way. So do you know anything about dyeing hair at all then, Ken? Like, really? Yeah. I'm fully aware that bleaching is recommended, but I didn't really want to bleach it. I just wanted to basically just highlight it in pink. That's what I was saying earlier. And if it doesn't work out, it doesn't work out. It doesn't really matter to me. You had a lot of stuff, but you never planned on moving it. That's fair, Tater. That's fair. You didn't plan to move out, true. Even though I think you did plan it. You wanted to leave me. You wanted to leave me for hillbillies and dishes. I feel like this is actually coming along. Like, it feels okay. Definitely think the like deeper parts of the bottom here I'm gonna have to like really dig in there on. Feels not complete down there, but here's what it is. Like, I really don't know how much of this stuff I should be putting. Like, am I gonna use this entire container? Like, am I gonna use half of it? Like, that's the part that I really don't know. Like how much do I put on the underside here? Like, now there's just a big glob down there. Just trying to like spread it through. Just trying to spread it through. I might use that comb and kind of comb through it, make sure it's all even and such. Might be a good idea to do while I'm doing this. Thoroughly saturate, yep. See, now I was talking to one person on a stream, and they recommended to use my hands and just glob it in there, which I've considered doing, but everything else I said to use a brush, so I was like, well, probably would work, but let's try to do this correct. Yeah, so I'm sorry about not saying that earlier. Yes, Claude, I am going to be streaming Jackbox. The plan is to do this, let it sit, do a quick rinse, and hopefully be on the stream at around a little before midnight, so we can do like a countdown in my time zone, of course. Everybody else will be different, but we'll be doing an Eastern U.S. time zone countdown. I wanted to do something more special, but I really just didn't have anything planned. It didn't put enough effort into planning anything, so I figured the beard dyeing would be like something cool, because I figured you guys would enjoy it since it was something that you guys kind of helped me set up originally and all that, so. And it is a kitchen stream. Pretty much, Slarly. By the way, I don't have any of my bot commands or anything on because I didn't install that software. I'm running as little as possible on this PC because it is legit old. It's like an 8-year-old PC. It used to be my gaming PC. Used to play League of Legends on it and stuff. It did run The Witcher 2 back in the day. But the hard drive, I think, is going out on it. It takes forever to boot. Yeah, I'm going to get the mustache too. It's really short, so I'll probably do it kind of last. And I also don't want to be talking and having goop dropping in my mouth. So that'll probably be the last thing I focus on. Right now, I think I'm going to focus on the deeper parts down here. I think that's going to be the part that's the hardest to get done correctly. Yeah, why is Sparley on a different account? That's a good question. Oh, on your phone? Okay. But why do you have a different account for your phone and your desktop? Yeah, that's probably true. He probably does watch those, what's her name? What's that really popular, not porn, but basically porn streamer on Twitch? What's her name? Does like all the like aerobic streams and like shows off her body. Sub for Snapchat, stuff like that. What is her name? It's on Twitch. It's not an actual Amaranth. Yeah, thank you, Tater. Amaranth. That's her name. Thank you. Free follower for your main account. Yeah, that's it. I mean, I technically have 2 Twitch accounts, I guess, because I have the bot account that I could use if I really needed to. If I really needed to, I could use it for whatever reason. There is some argument that could be the case, Claude. I don't think it's sexist. I mean, they ban a lot of girls, but they let a lot of people get by with stuff, the bigger ones. So most people don't think it's sexist. They think it's like wealthiest. I don't know. There's probably a word for that, but I don't know it. But basically, if you're bringing in Twitch money, they're not going to ban you. So do whatever you want. Just don't make it a habit. So if you want to have a nip slip or worse, and you're bringing in Twitch, a few K a month, then heck yeah. Why not? Why the not? Alena D, yeah, exactly. Yeah, she was another one of those that does the stuff on 100% on purpose, like very, very obviously. Very, very obviously on purpose. Try combing it? Yeah, I'm going to. I'm trying to get this wet spot right here out of my face. And then we'll do that. It's kind of clumpy. So I definitely think the comb is going to be necessary. Throw his cat. If I had a cat, I'd throw it. Oh, no, I definitely would never throw a cat. What am I talking about? The alcohol one, like, I feel like people did overreact with that. Like, it was literally like half of one little sip, and it was in it, like, just like in a funny moment. Like, I could see making a mistake like that. Like, as long as it was not a repeatable thing, because it's, people, like, she could have been dumb enough to not realize that was bad for cats. Like, I can buy that one. I can buy that one. But yeah, it is a casual cat abuse stream. You definitely some cat abuse on there. And then what was the recent one? It was like she let her dog try to mate with her or whatever. Basically, is what it looked like. Man, like this right here is where it's getting annoying. See that little like spot there? It's like clumpy. All right, we're definitely gonna need to come through this, like you said here. What if you did a Jackbox stream before you installed all my viewers? I mean, nothing's stopping you. I'd be a little sad. Nothing's stopping you, Claude. All right, let's go ahead and come through it and see what's happening here. Oh yeah, it's clumpy. Oh, it's clumpy. All right. Ooh, it's clumpy. It is clumpy. Ooh, feel that? Ah. Feel that just tangles. You can just see it in your eyes. Basically, Claude. Basically. Like I was like, do not touch on your skin. I was like, jammed it into my skin entirely here. This is another thing. Should I brush it out like this and apply it to the underlayers of the beard too? Like, see, that's a question I legit don't know the answer to. Like, am I supposed to dye the underlayers? I would assume the answer is probably yes, right? I mean, you want the whole thing to be pink. So I would assume that would be an aspect you would do. What is it like having an actual beard? Nothing but annoyances constantly. Nothing but an annoyance constantly. There's very little benefit to having a beard. It's honestly just something I embrace because I'm extremely lazy and hate shaving. And my beard, grows massive for whatever reason. So it is what it is. Nah, I'm pretty. I've never really been one to curse, Claude. I'm sure that stems from being raised in like a very, religious upbringing, like Southern Baptist and all that. Was like cursing is the worst thing ever. Ken understands. Ken understands the culture we grew up in, and so that kind of probably stems from that. But yeah, I just don't really curse. Never have. And now I think it's kind of like a unique thing about me because you don't really find many people that are clean nowadays. So I just kind of embrace it. It comes naturally for me to be clean now, so why not carry it? I mean, that's not the word I was looking for. Evangelical, I guess, is what I was looking for. Like, there's another word in there too. What is the word? What is the word? It's not evangelical, but it's something like that. But, I grew up in the heart of the Bible Belt. Redneck Town, USA, a church every 2 miles or less. That type of thing. You forget that I have a beard. How do you forget that I have a beard, Sparley? You just think my face is just naturally 9 inches extended outward or whatever? What do you guys think? Is it showing through at all? I feel like it's getting there, but I feel like there's a ways to go. I feel like there is a ways to go. Like Druid without glasses? Pretty much. Druid and I are cousins, but everybody says we look more like brothers because he doesn't really look anything like his brother. He does not look anything like his brother, but just looks a lot like me. All right, we're making some progress here, I do believe. Let's do another comb through here. This is also my first ever just chatting stream too, which is something, I guess. Never really done one of these before. I wasn't sure how it would go over. I appreciate you guys hanging out. I didn't see if anybody answered, if any of you were throwing New Year's parties or anything like that. I guess you probably wouldn't be here if you were doing something big though, right? All right, where do we need to go next? Here seems okay. This side seems okay too. I think we're getting there. I think we might be just about done, honestly. For April Fools, I should cut off all my beard. Nah, I did that before. I've shaved my beard all the way off. I always regret it after I do. $100 note. What is it? What is a note? Is that the like the Australian dollar? The notes over there. Does that mean that if you were in a band for money, you would be a musical note, or you would receive musical notes? I don't know. Bad joke. Bad joke. Didn't work. All right, what do you guys think? Any place I need to really reapply it? Might go look in the mirror here in a second and see what it looks like in more detail in person. Oh, you do have dollars? Okay. So maybe the word that note is in place of bill. I need to get right here, I guess. It actually does make a temperature difference on your face. You wouldn't really think about it unless you've had a beard, but when you have a beard and go to not having a beard, your face is cold. That is a true statement. It is a very true statement. All right, I'm going to step in the bathroom here and take a look at the beard really quick. So let's take a look. All right, so it looks like the front is looking pretty good. The left side here, I think, needs a little more care. So what do you guys think? Should I just go in with my fingers and just kind of glob it up in there too to like make sure I got everywhere? So I've brushed it through now, so I'm thinking that might be not a bad idea to just go to town on it and just soak this thing in color. Think so? Yeah, I think I might do that at the very end. Frat Rat made both of my emotes except for the wholesome one. Sketch made the wholesome one. I actually plan on getting some more. I've had an extra slot or two for a while. I just haven't bothered to get one made. I'd like to get a bearded rip and some type of lewd one like bearded orgasm or something, even though I doubt they'd let me do that one. An odd brown pink? Yeah, I think so. I think it actually might have a decent little fade effect to it, honestly. That's my hope, at least. All right, let's get a little tiny bit on the top here. Didn't want to get it in my mouth. They're green and the rest of your notes are pink, blue, red, yellow, and orange. So yeah, notes instead of bills. I get what you're saying now. The American term for that would be dollar bills. So you have dollar notes. It is funny how it does look like Monopoly money. All right. Need to get a little more right there, I think. I'm really thinking about just diving in with my fingers here. Really think about diving in with my fingers. They say to thoroughly saturate, right? I don't feel like we're getting thoroughly saturated like this too much. So, you know what? I don't know if this is how you're supposed to do it, but I'm thinking about just doing it. We're just gonna do it. I'm nervous now. I feel like I'm doing something off the wall. All right, so I think we're just gonna get in here and just glob it on, and hope for the best. So let's do it. Just get some glob on my fingertips and just go to town here. Just go to town. Actually, it smells kind of good in a weird way. Oh yeah, that looks 10 times better, doesn't it? Just getting it all in there. Trying to get it in there deep in those awkward bush areas. I can see how this is kind of addicting. It is kind of satisfying to see your hair just like slowly change color. And don't worry, I'm not forgetting the mustache. Lay my face on a pillow? Yeah. I need to spit. I got it in my mouth. Yeah, it's supposed to be a you're supposed to rinse it all out and stuff after we let it sit. So I think I'm going to put one more layer here, mostly on the deeper parts right here, and probably call it there. Probably call it there. Might brush through it a little more to make sure it's in the in between areas here. I feel like this area just is must be the darker part of my skin because it's like not. I don't feel like it's got as much color as this side. Like this side seems a little lighter than this one, for whatever reason. What do you guys think? Anywhere it seems like I'm missing? Anywhere it looks super lighter or darker? This is the right side. This is the left side. All right, let's go ahead and comb through it again. I feel like this honestly might be kind of pulling it out though a little bit. Maybe I shouldn't be combing it. You look like a villain stroking your beard like that. Yeah, I'm doing it slow to not like splatter it everywhere. See, I feel like that's pulling it out. You see all that goo that just came out? I don't feel like I should be combing it actually. All right, I think because of that, I'm going to go ahead and apply one more coat. And then we're going to just, we're going to go from there. So let's grab the brush. And let's put one more little layer on this, and hopefully this will be enough. And then we'll grab the mustache as well. Let's start over here. Happy New Year! Hey, Colecat, how's it going, buddy? Good to see you tonight. We are just about done with the dye application, and now we have to let it sit for a billion minutes. So, just kind of putting one last little layer on here. All right, and I'm going to go ahead and do one more. I think I'm just going to glob it up on my fingers again. And just get in those really under areas here one last time. And then I think we'll let it sit. Because I feel like this is thoroughly saturated at this point. Thoroughly saturated. It is about 11 o'clock for me. Took a little longer than I expected, so kind of accounting for that, but I was hoping it wouldn't take quite this long. Probably didn't. I probably could have ended it forever ago, but I'm just like nervous and I'm not doing it enough. All right, let's get the mustache here. I'm going to do another quick check here visually. All right, I think I'm going to brush a little more into the mustache area, but I think we've got it pretty much done. Just a tiny, tiny little layer on the mustache area. All right. Let's do another little brush through here, up and down, like it said. I think this looks pretty good so far, friends. I think this looks pretty dang good so far. I'm going to put a little more on the sides here again. All right, friends, how do you think it looks? Think it's ready for the shower cap? Do you think it's ready for the shower cap? Yep. That is correct, Claude. All right, and there we go. All right. I agree, Claude. I agree, Claude. I have like loose beard hairs just falling everywhere. All right, so now it said on the instructions to cover hair in plastic cap and leave on for at least 30 minutes. All right. All right, so let's do this thing. Well, I don't know how this is going to stay on, especially the edges up here. This like doesn't really work very well. just for the record. This does not work very well at all. You can tell this was made for the head, not the beard. Does this look as dumb as I feel like it does? It's also like smearing off on it, which I guess is normal. Yeah, this is not going to work, I don't think. Dang it. Alright, here we go, friends. We've got to hold it like this for 30 minutes. No, this kind of works. The keyword kinda. Keyword kinda works, kinda doesn't work at all. Alright. So now it's a matter of waiting for like half an hour or so. Just gotta wait around for like half an hour with this thing on. Slowly suffocating me. Trying to see if there's some way I could like put a string around it. Something, but I don't see anything. Alright, friends, well, tell me stories. Tell me about your New Year's. We're going to be here for a little while, so I'm going to kind of hold the shower cap here and do this. You got it, a pink beard, Space Waffles. Welcome back. I haven't seen you in a while, Waffles. How's it been going? How has it been going, man? We are currently letting this thing die. Or dry, I meant. We are currently letting this thing die. Slowly killing myself. I'm breathing through the nose, though, so hopefully I'm okay. Hopefully I am okay. So the question is, was busy? Okay. Well, I hope that your New Year is not super busy. We're going to be doing some Jackbox once everything is done with all this, so I hope you'll join us for that. But for now, I have to hold this thing for like half an hour like this, so this is going to be fun. This is going to be fun. So the question is, are we going to do a just chatting stream for half an hour here, friends, or what's going to happen? What is going to happen? I was hoping Sketch and people were going to be by, but it doesn't look like she's been in yet. Does not look like she's been in yet. This is actually extremely annoying. Like I need like a string to wrap it around my head. Like I have these clip things. Oh, no, you don't have to own the game or anything, Waffles. I forgot you hadn't played it with us. All you do is just go to a website and you play along. It's like party games. So like joke games, trivia, wordplay, stuff like that. Oh no, Jack, I'm sorry, or Jiggly, I'm sorry to hear that. Yeah, I don't have any of my commands or anything tonight. Jack, right now, at least I will later, but for right now I'm on the laptop, which doesn't have my bot set up. So for now we're just waiting. Okay, wait, that actually kind of worked. It's staying. It's actually staying now. You sent a picture in stream. Well, I can't actually look at the moment because I don't want to really touch my computer and stuff. So we're just gonna sit here. I wish this thing would just stay and I didn't have to constantly hold it. That would be the dream. That would be the dream. It's actually staying for the moment. It's actually staying for the moment. This is so dumb. I look like Anthony Padilla. Not sure who that is. Not sure who Anthony Padilla is. But if he had a pink beard, then I like him already. Unless he's like a murderer or something. So how's your New Year's been, Waffles? Do anything special? You doing a party? Anything like that? This is such an awkward position to just be sitting. Just awkwardly sitting, letting this dry. Is from Smosh? Oh, I've heard of Smosh before. He doesn't have a beard yet? Oh, okay. Wait, yet? What do you mean yet? Is he growing one at the moment or something? Pretty dull for you? I'm sorry to hear that. You mean you're not doing anything as exciting as dyeing your beard pink? What can be more exciting than dyeing your beard pink? So far, it doesn't seem like I'm having any horrible allergic reaction or anything, which is nice. So that is something we have going for us. Creative differences, quote unquote. That sounds about right. That's usually what happens with people. And by that, they mean they had some type of horrible internal conflict where everybody was mad and angry and depressed. So it was creative differences. Not yet, Monka W. What do all the different Monkas mean exactly, Swarley? Can you explain the variance of the Monka? Just remember, if I die, guys, it was due to the die. The die made me die. Get it? Oh, I'll see myself out. I actually have looked at Dauntless. I'd like to play it at some point. I just have such a backlog. It's hard to get into a game like that where it's kind of like a game as a service type game, like it's something you go back to over and over. It's really hard for me to get into games like that. Like I already play League, regrettably, and that's too much. So trying to add in something else, in addition to the stream with Jackbox and playing through indie stuff. But it does look really good. I agree. I've looked into it quite a bit and wanted to get it. It'd also be something I'd have to get my play grip to get, which is a whole nother process. So there's a lot that goes into it. Oh yeah, I did pick up Tabletop Simulator, by the way. I recommend any of you guys that would be interested in playing Tabletop Simulator on stream in the future to go ahead and pick it up because it is only $10 right now, and you can actually get a pack of 4 for the price of 3. So if you have like friends or something you wanted to give it to, but we'll probably be doing some tabletop streams, playing some different board games and stuff in the future at some point, I'm sure. Like, I'd love to play Pokemon Master Trainer. I don't know if you guys remember that, but it was a board game that came out in the early 90s with a Pokemon game, when Pokemon hit the US. And it was like this really hard board game, and I'd love to go back and play it again. I actually have it in real life, but, you know, it's much harder to play IRL with people, you know, across the entire world, so you know how that goes. But I'd like to do some of that one day on Tabletop Sim, you know, do some Monopoly. I mean, heck, whatever, Yahtzee, whatever we wanted to do. Just have like some board game nights. I think that'd be really fun for the stream. That's a possibility, Claude. I'm not entirely opposed to that idea. I don't know. I'd have to think on that one. Because it kind of does go against, like, the idea of the stream being, like, wholesome and everything. I'm not going to say it's literally impossible, but it's probably not something I would do, but I'm not going to say I would never do it. And my PC, to answer your question, Jack, it's not very good. It has an AMD FX 8350 processor. It bottlenecks me because it's so old. I have a good graphics card. It's relatively new. It's an R9 390 Radeon, which is pretty decent. I just breathed into the bag and killed myself. It's still on DDR3 RAM. It's really out of date. I need to just do a full PC build it all over again because it's not a very good PC. It gets the job done. I mean, I play, you know, games on high and ultra, most of them. But like the newer stuff, like, you know, if I tried to play Death Stranding, you know, I wouldn't be able to alter that. On a Lenovo IdeaPad 300, that sounds like a cheap writing tablet, not even a drawing tablet. I called a Claude a Claude. What do you mean? Oh, and you just said you just started today. I just saw that, Waffles. So you just started Dauntless? Yeah. It seems like it makes a really good first impression with people, commonly. Seems like it does make a really good first impression, commonly. Dang it. Shouldn't have done that. I am too. Hey, Nicole, welcome in. How's it going tonight, Nicole? I'm very excited too. We've got the dye in. Wait, Nicole, have you ever dyed beards and hair? Do you know anything about dyeing, Nicole? I can use your advice if you have. I can use your advice if you have dyed hair before. I'm curious if this is enough stuff in it. I think it is, but I'm worried it's not. So, if you can tell just by looking on a terrible quality stream, let me know. I'd love to know. I'd love to hear your thoughts on it. Jackbox, you do not own the game. Only the streamer owns the game. All you do is go to the website and log in to your Twitch account, and that's it. Other than that, you just play the game on your mobile phone or computer or whatever. You don't own the game at all. That's what makes it really good for people for a stream game, is because nobody has to spend any money, nobody has to download anything. It's literally just going to a website. You've got your hair dyed. Do you know how much dye they put in your hair when they dyed it? Like how saturated it was? Like that's what I'm worried about, is I didn't saturate it enough. Kind of. So, but I don't know. Like I said, this is experimental. If it turns out bad, I guess we can always just do it again. Yeah, absolutely, Waffles. Everybody can join. That's another good thing about it, is literally anybody can play Jackbox, because it doesn't require anything but a website. If you have a computer or a phone or a tablet or a freaking flip phone that has a browser, you can play. Once you wash it out, though, it may not be very bright. Yeah, I'm fully aware of that, where I didn't bleach it first. It's not going to turn out bright on the edges. But I'm perfectly fine with that. So I did, Claude. I bought it from my friend group. Bought it from my friend group because I had a couple friends that wanted to get it with us, so we can do the streams and stuff in the future. Hopefully, like, I know Ken has it already. Jesus, you guys haven't met Jesus, but he's one of my friends. He has it now. No, I wouldn't recommend a flip phone either, Jack. I was just making a joke mostly, but you'd be surprised how many people still use flip phones, though. In my job, we run into that a lot. Old people and stuff. Have a lot of your favorite card games. Really? What all do they have, Waffles? Like I've seen some stuff before, like the Pokemon trading card game and stuff like that. So is there a reason for me to actually have the shower cap on, or am I just being dumb and I can just like sit here and just leave it? Like, what's the point of actually having this on? Like, does it need to be encapsulated to like dry properly or whatever? Or is this just to like keep it from like touching stuff, in which case it wouldn't matter that I am not using the thing? That's the question, right? Like, does it matter? Does the shower cap actually matter? You got Card Fight Vanguard? I've heard of that game before. I've never played it. There's a lot of card games I like to play that I've never played in board games in general. What's that one really popular board game that's out right now that everybody loves? Came out like early this year. It's like Dreadhaven or something like that. It sounds like you're asking for handouts, Claude. I did a little bit of research, Sharp, and like everything I watched said to put a shower cap over it, but it didn't explain why, right? Like, and after thinking about it, maybe the reason for a shower cap is just to prevent it from like touching stuff and dripping off and stuff, even though mine is not wet enough to drip off. I don't know. Probably be fine without the cap. See, that's what I'm thinking. Like, I'm thinking I can just leave it like this and just let it dry, right? I just don't know. Like, I need to know. I don't really want to hold it up there for half an hour if I don't have to, sure. How's it going, by the way, bud? Welcome in. Dad? Dungeons and Dragons. Oh, Dungeons and Dragons. Right. Because I feel like the cap is just worthless, because I don't feel like it actually is doing anything. I don't feel like it's actually doing anything at all. How do you think it looks, though, Sherp? I know you just got in here, so how's it look? Obviously, it's not dyed, so there's some problems. Like, the sides are much darker. Oh, Sherp. Oh, Sherp. No comment on that one. No comment on that one. See, Claude, why don't you use all that Steam money you got for Christmas, buy the 4-pack, and then give away 3 copies for free, right? I mean, that would work too. What could possibly go wrong? People say it can last for hours. D&D? Yeah. I have seen D&D played, and I would love to actually play it. That would actually be something pretty cool to do on stream, I think. I could DM for you people, even though I have no experience being a DM. A dungeon master. But I think that would be really fun to do. You spent all of your money on Party Pack 5 and 6? Ah, okay, Claude, got you. I mean, good choices, as long as you have a group to play it with. Not the best single-player purchase, though. But as long as you have a group to play it with, it's definitely pretty cool. Oh. I think it's going to turn out pretty decent, though. I have faith. You only have $1.21. Wow. Hey, you know there actually is probably some game. I tell you what you should buy right now, Claude. No joke. On Steam, go right now. Look up the game Cthulhu Saves the World. Cthulhu Saves the World, I think, is the name of the game. It should cost probably about 50 cents. And it is one of the best traditional RPGs you will ever play. Like, I love that game so much. Dungeons & Dragons Online. Now, yeah, I haven't actually looked into that much at all. Haven't really looked into that much at all. Let me tilt my light. Get a little brightness over here. I feel like it looks pretty good. I'm going to go take a look in the mirror really quick again. Make sure it looks like it's drying evenly. I wouldn't be surprised if on the back side here I need to put a little more, but I'm not going to because it, I don't know, I feel like it's a little dry back here, but maybe that's just how it's drying. I don't know. You're about to buy Sekiro, Witcher 3 Game of the Year, and Terraria? Sherp, why are you buying Witcher 3? I thought you already played that and had it. That doesn't make any sense. Why don't you have it? What are you talking about, Claude? Why don't I have what? Or was that towards Sherp and not me? But yeah, Sekiro is worth. I mean, obviously you should buy Sekiro. I agree. But Witcher 3, I don't know why you buy a second copy. Has both. Oh, so if you haven't played the DLCs, then yeah, I agree. That's worth. Just go ahead and get it on Steam for $15 and go play the DLCs. Yeah, I agree. That's not a bad idea. Yes, Cthulhu Saves the World is a great game, Claude. I do own it, actually. I played it a long time ago. It's a little bit of an older game, but it is an excellent game, legit. Bothers me that this is like fluffy back here. Terraria is worth it, says Jack. I know Terraria is kind of like Minecraft-ish, right? I don't know the full details of it, but I know it's like similar to Minecraft in concept. You're so broke you can't afford games. I mean, that's how it goes, man. But that's why free-to-play games are your best friend and your worst enemy at the same time. Yeah, side-scrolling Minecraft, right. Yeah, that seems interesting. I just can't believe Sherp is actually buying games. Like, Sherp doesn't ever buy games. Like, what inspired you to actually want to get Sekiro and such? Because it got Game of the Year? Team Fortress 2, we played some back in the day. Team Fortress 2 was really good. I liked it. It did get old after a while, though. You have $116 on Steam? Why do you have $116 on Steam randomly, sure? That's pretty bizarre, actually. $116. I just got $116 on Steam for no reason. What'd you do? Get like 4 gift cards for Christmas or something? Mining and crafting? Right. So it's not. So you're saying that Terraria and Minecraft are not similar? I've always heard it compared, so it's interesting to hear that it's actually not that similar. Surprised you and your family aren't doing anything for New Year's, sure. Got you $100 Steam card. Oh, okay, got you. Yeah, I mean, heck yeah, use it. Do it now while the Christmas sale is on. Keep in mind, Sharp, you should buy it in two separate instances. Don't buy it all at once, because if you buy one, you will probably get enough of the tokens on Steam right now. You get tokens for your purchase, and if you get 5,000 tokens, you get a $5 discount. So you want to do it in the way that you can use that $5 discount on what you're purchasing. Otherwise, you'll just lose it. So basically, buy enough that you'll get 5,000 points, and then use your $5 discount on whatever else. Oh, you already got them all? Okay, got you. Yeah, no problem. We'll be here. I just realized, like, goo. There's goo all over my pants. Hold on. There's goo all over my pants. I had an accident. And that's why you wear old pants, friends. That is why you wear old pants. You have over 5,000 tokens. I can buy another. I'm not sure, Claude. Can you buy it more than once? I thought it was once for the event, but I'm not 100% sure on that. Yeah, World of Goo is a good game. I haven't seen that in a long time. That was a good one, though. Played that back on the original Wii, actually. Played that on the original Wii. Alright. Cover hair in plastic cap and leave on for at least 30 minutes. Rinse hair in cool water until it runs almost clear. And then fades gradually with each shampoo. Okay. Yeah, so at this point, we're just letting this thing dry on here for 20-30 minutes. Unfortunately, my bot is not on right now, Claude. I apologize. The bot is on strike at the moment. If you want to add the quote at a later time and you remember, feel free though. WiiWare for the win. Yep, good old WiiWare. You know, another really good WiiWare game I played that nobody ever remembers existing was this like horror game called Lit. It was like you played as like a group of kids in like a school that was haunted or something, and it was like you had to use your flashlight as a weapon. It was one of the coolest little indie games I played back in the day. It was really fun. And I never hear anybody talk about it. It seems like it's one of those that was lost to time. Alright, I guess I'm going to salvage my goo back into my bottle here. You want to watch it pour, friends? Oh, yes. Oh, watch it just goop. Watch the goop just pour in. Oh, look at that. Does that not just make you tingle inside? Look at that goo. I'm going to turn this into a goo ASMR stream. How does this make you feel, Jack? How does this make you feel, Sherp? Do you like what you see, Claude? You wish the Wii Shop was still up? Yeah. Your skin is going to be stained for so long. Yeah, I know. I was supposed to not get it on my skin, and that didn't happen. I made some terrible decisions, and it is definitely on my skin. So that I'm fully aware of. I've accepted it as life. I have accepted it as life. Oh gosh. I'm trying to like figure out the goo, and it's just like not coming together here. It is just not coming together here. Because now it's all stuck on the glove. I might scrape it off. This is kind of nasty, actually. Alright, that is good enough. I've salvaged as much of the goo as I can. The manic panic goo. Oh, sorry. Sure. Alright. Let's see if I can get the lid back on this without destroying it. You bought all of the Valve games this month? That's pretty cool, Claude. I mean, most Valve games are perfect, even though they have never made one for so long until they're like, oh yeah, we're going to make a new Half-Life game, by the way, guys. Just randomly announce it. Oh, and it's going to be VR only, because we're Valve, and we do weird things. Yeah, that's true. You do still have that account, don't you, Sherp? The goo is everywhere. He got shut down last year? Right. Tap, tap, tap. They don't make them anymore. Pretty much, yeah. I mean, they're like, we made everything we wanted. We're done. We're done. Half-Life. Oh, I agree. I think it looks like a good VR game. It's just kind of weird. Like it's just a Valve thing to do. Like Valve is always like cutting edge and doing the stuff like that. So it's a very Valve thing to do. Definitely a Valve thing to do. Alrighty. Buy our VR set, pretty much. Alright, friends. I guess we'll give this another 10 minutes. Well, the thing is, it's going to be too long. Yeah, okay, so I think what we'll do, I think we'll give this another 5 minutes. And that should be around 25 to 30 minutes of drying. And then I guess I'll go rinse it. And then we'll start up the actual Jackbox stream and try to get it in there before New Year's. It gives me about 20 minutes, which should be enough time to get rinsed and dried off and all that. So I'll be cutting it a little close. I should have started the stream about half an hour earlier, in hindsight, but it is what it is. So it is what it is. It has index finger tracking support. Who knows? Who freaking knows? I do think this turned out pretty good, though, guys. I appreciate you guys helping me out and motivating me along. Would have been a very lonely stream without you people, so appreciate you being here. I am worried the mustache is not pink enough, but it is what it is. I may have to go back and do another layer of this in the future. That's one reason I saved the goo, because it may not have put enough on or something. I don't know. To see how baller you are? Probably not, Claude, because I've already played that game, and I don't usually enjoy playing through playing through old games again. Now, if there was another co-op game that you wanted to play through, potentially I would do it. Gosh, I'm like, all right. Alright, let's go to the Discord here. I have to use it on my phone, wouldn't I? Alright, we're going to take the glove off for a second. I guess I'm done with this glove anyway, right? I guess I'm done with the gloves. Alright, don't want to destroy my phone, so let's take a look here. What did Shirt post in the Discord? What did you make there, Claude? That's disturbing. Half-Life Alyx is already in your Steam library? Oh, that's funny. Can you actually, like, download it or anything, Claude? Or Shirt? That would be hilarious if you actually have the ability to, like, somehow download it. You're probably, like, the only person in the world that has a friends and family account secretly. You played Jackbox a bunch of times? What do you mean, Claude? No, just grayed out, right? Yeah, I didn't think you'd be able to, but you never know. You never know. Weirder stuff has happened. I mean, Half-Life 2 got leaked by Gabe Newell's password being guessed, right? So, stranger things have happened. All right. I feel like this is dried in pretty good. It's still a little mushy kind of feeling towards the tips, but it's probably because there's just more of it there. I think I did a decent job not getting it on my edges of my skin. Putting the petroleum jelly was actually a good call. So, good job, website. Whatever website recommended me to do that. Portal 2 ARG. Alternate. That stands for augmented reality game. I don't remember an augmented reality Portal game. No, Jack. Is that how Steam Guard was created? I have no clue. Maybe. I mean, two-factor authorization kind of took over the world there for a short period of time, so Steam Guard is basically just their version of that. So There's what it looks like in your library. All right, let's take a look. Coming March 2020. Okay, so yeah, it looks like basically just a pre-order. That's how they do it. Like you already bought it and pre-ordered it. Pretty cool. Pretty cool shirt. You'll be able to play it when it releases, even though it's VR. Now, I don't know if it's actually VR only or if it's VR plus regular support as well. I'm not 100% sure on that. Looks decent, though. Legit looks decent. All right, well, I think that is where we're going to call the beard dyeing stream, guys. So I'm going to go ahead and go rinse this out. Hopefully it turns out good, and we will go from there.